Hello, sir. How are you?
If it's okay for you, we can we can finish the test if it's okay for you because I have to run at home.
Good, good,
So
good.
let
Yeah,
me
yeah,
know.
yeah. The test is fine. Test is fine. I'll send you the very short few seconds. We are just looking at each other, the video feed and everything. The audio seems to be recording fine. That's good. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you. You tell
nice,
me
nice.
at what time on Saturday, and we'll go ahead with that. Hello, my fellow skateboarders, longboarders, and freelance skaters. This is Krishnan Srinivasan, a fine art photographer, a distance skater, and a small time freelance skater who does bicycling as cross training these days. Okay, so this is for the people who do not know me and who are watching this video for the very first time. And we have a very special guest today, and one of the event organizers of PUSHA race and Velo Pump race, and one of the managers of that event as well, Mr. Andrea Coppoluto. And he's
Hello.
from, yeah, he's from Milano, Italy. So, welcome, sir.
Yeah,
Welcome. Since we have a lot of things to ask him, bug him, and he has promised to answer every one of those questions. So, let's jump into the interview straight away. Sir, tell
yeah.
us who you are, your background, your history with long distance skating, and a little bit about your place, Milano, Italy.
Yeah, I started skating like 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I started with a classic skateboard,
Mm-hmm.
but after a few months, I understood that that was not my really discipline, favorite discipline.
Mm-hmm.
So after I started to make some cruising with a pintail,
Mm-hmm.
and after that I discovered the distance skateboarding.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in the beginning, I started to use my longboard to go from my house to my job.
Oh,
Uh,
commute. Nice.
yeah, for commuting, and after that I discovered the LDP world.
Mm-hmm.
So I I learned that there are a lot of people that skate for a lot of kilometers
Mm-hmm.
using their boards.
Awesome.
Consider that 7 years ago, uh, the most common setup was like top mount, but there was the first editions of the G-bomb brackets
Oh,
or similar. So 8 years ago, the
wow.
LDP was really not really the beginning, but a little bit after, you know.
That's awesome.
Uh,
A,
yeah.
a bit of
Yes.
information to share. I 8 years ago I didn't know longboard existed.
Eh, yeah. So it was really a small world, and but in Italy we had some LDP riders
Mm-hmm.
also in Milan.
Mm-hmm.
There were like 3 or 4 people,
Oh.
but they really were the first that skated for long distance in Italy, and they were in Milan.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I was lucky to meet them at the first PUSHA edition that
Oh, cool.
was
Cool.
in Monza racetrack.
Mm-hmm.
It was a kind of illegal race because it
Oh.
was not official.
Oh.
But I for the first time I met some riders that were very passionate very keen on longboarding, distance skateboarding. So I was very happy to meet them.
Cool.
But and after that, I started to training, making more and more kilometers to prepare the 1 year after the second edition of the PUSHA as a competitor,
Mm-hmm.
uh, as participant, not as an organizer.
Mm-hmm.
After again, the third edition of the PUSHA was the first time that I was the organizer
Cool.
with my friend Francesco,
Mm-hmm.
aka Airone, in some social, his name Airone.
Okay.
Uh, and after that, I continued to organize the Pusha in Piacenza.
Cool.
So uh, as you can see, I am a skater, but in this moment I am also a organizer for the Pusha. So
That's
the best.
awesome, actually. You have taken initiative to bring that long distance skateboarding world to a lot of people, actually, by becoming an organizer. You are actually sharing your
Yeah,
thing. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah,
yeah,
please
yeah.
continue. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that in Italy right now the LDP not really growing up because we have some laws that doesn't permit us to skate in the streets.
Mm.
We officially we could not skate also in the cycling paths
Oh,
officially.
oh, that's sad.
Yeah, yeah. We can we are allowed to skate only in a skateboard skate park.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'll
but
be
of
actually
course,
wonderful to skate along southern Italy, like on the coastline and everything. Oh no.
yeah, but I mean, I skate from 8 years, and when I skate in the cycling paths, nobody has never stopped me.
Oh.
So of the police. So so if you are in the streets, maybe yes, maybe you can have some problem.
Okay.
But but in the cycling paths, no problem. I mean, you must be careful to the cyclists, to
Hmm.
the pedestrians.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, but if you skate safely, you don't have any problem. So as I told you, the sports here is not growing up. Also because we don't have so many cycling paths
Oh.
to skate.
Oh.
So the problem is that we don't have so many kilometers to skate with the good asphalt.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
So that's the real big problem. In fact, I was lucky because next to Milan there are some nice spots to
Mm-hmm.
skate some kilometers with
Mm-hmm.
the very good asphalt.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, in other parts of Italy, they are not maybe so lucky. So if you don't have the possibility to train, of course, it's more difficult that you get passionate with LDP.
Mm-hmm. I understand. I understand. Thank you. Thanks for the insight about what is happening in Italy, Milan. Like if not for racing, everyday life would be like hide and seek sort of distance
Yeah.
skating. Okay. Okay. So tell us about Pusha race and Velo Pump race.
Yeah, the Pusha is a marathon. In the beginning was also an half marathon,
Mm-hmm.
but from last year we started to organize only the marathon because we will at the end of the race anyway we will record every lap
Mm-hmm.
of every racer.
Mm-hmm.
So even if a racer doesn't want to finish the race
Mm-hmm.
anyway, will know exactly the timing for each lap. So
Mm.
if you consider half of the lap that are mandatory to finish the marathon, There are like 50 laps. Yeah. So if you consider 25 laps, you have the average half marathon. So if you are
So
interested of to learn to know what's your performance only in the half marathon, you can know, but of course you will not receive an award. So
okay,
uh,
okay,
these years there will be only the marathon, but anyway everything will be recorded, every lap, every
cool.
single lap.
So you will be giving a chip, electronic
No,
chip for tracking.
no, it's not a chip because I have set a kind of software. Is very easy Excel macro that allows you to record every lap of every rider quite easily, just writing the number of each rider every time the rider cross the line.
Okay,
So I have a couple of people that follow this part
okay,
of the race.
okay.
So it's quite easily to record the even 30 or 40 riders
Do you have any
without
limit on the participants?
no, there is no limit right away, but our medium is like 25 riders,
Okay, okay. That's
our
awesome.
average, you
Okay.
know.
So you were saying about the macro
Uh,
on Excel sheet. Yes.
yeah, but I mean, it's quite easy, but it's very efficient.
Okay, cool.
So, in fact, we have some cost to afford to organize the PUSHA, and one of them, of course, if you call someone that record with a chip every lap, of course, is you have to pay for that. But in this way, we have no costs in this case because everything is managed by ourselves.
That's awesome.
So it's one of the most important part of organize this kind of race is the fact that you must cover all the expenses in the most easy way. In fact, during the years, we have lowered our budget because, of course, maybe for some events we can have less riders, so less subscriptions, so less money to handle. But anyway, you must cover all your cost. For example, the ambulance on the track. For example, the rent of the track. Every if you any kind of expenses that are involved in organized an event like the PUSHA.
Okay. So the
But
riders have to take responsibility for all these things.
yeah, there no every riders when subscribes pay 25 euros.
Yes, that's what I was.
Yeah, so that's all. And
That covers
so
every cost.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So you mean to say there is a premium fee of 25 euros, and there is also free entry, and there is also some other special entry for this. What is that?
Allora, yeah, the premium tickets allows you to join the marathon and the velo pump.
Okay.
It's like 25 euros.
Okay.
If you wanted to join only the velo pump, it's like 10 euros.
Okay.
If you wanted to skate just for fun in the track, but not during the race, do it like 5 euros. But every riders that come to the PUSHA pays for the premium
I
tickets
understand.
because everybody that wants to be there also for the marathon, for the velo pump, to join all the events. Okay,
Cool. Cool.
so it's quite stupid to come to Pusha and just make some round in the circuit. So you
I
you you
understand.
you lose the best part of the events.
Exactly, exactly. So Pusha race is a marathon race and a half
Yeah.
marathon. And this year you're conducting only marathon race.
Uh, can you repeat the last part?
Yes. In 2023, Pusha race is conducting only a full marathon race, not half marathon. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank.
Also the 1 year ago. Also.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Can you explain about Velo Pump race? Like, what is the rules, or like how do they play that game? You know.
Yeah, the Velo Pump is a contest that is in a velodrome.
Mm-hmm.
Is set velodrome.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite easy because it's one versus one,
Mm-hmm.
straight up elimination.
Mm-hmm.
And the only rule that is that you cannot push your deck after a few meters from the start.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to complete in the fastest way 2 laps of the velodrome. Is like uh, 2000 200 meters each lap.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, when you completed 2 laps, the fastest riders wins.
Cool.
So it's like a tournament.
If Are the two riders going to ride in same direction or like each one in opposite direction?
Opposite direction.
Okay.
So 2 laps, the first riders that arrives in the starting line
Mm-hmm.
wins.
Okay. So do riders have some rules like you cannot push or pump after 10 feet or like certain distance in velo pump race?
Yeah, every rules is written also in the website. But anyway, after 10 meters from the start, you cannot push anymore. You just
Have to
must
pump.
have to pump.
Yes.
And every time you met on the opposite side, the other riders, you must keep your right side. So that's the only rules. So when you are in the on the velo pump, on the
Mm-hmm.
velodrome,
Mm-hmm.
you can choose your ideal skating line as you want. But the only rules is when you met the other riders, you must just keep your right. So that's the only rule.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you. I've got more or less a gist of Pusha race and Velopump race from this video. Thank you. That was my
Yeah.
intention. That was my intention. Like, thank you, sir. I'm so glad that you're not having any gender bias with Pusha race or Velopump race. Kindly tell us about that.
For the do you mean the scheduled time? You mean?
No, in the race, actually, you don't classify as women category and men category. You are like giving
Okay.
prize for both of them. Like whoever comes
Yeah.
first, they are first. If it even if it is a women, it's going to be women who came first. Men means men first. Something. I no gender bias over there.
On the marathon, we have two categories
Okay.
by age
Okay.
for the men. Is
Mm-hmm.
like under 40 and over 40.
Okay.
And we don't have this difference for the women because usually we don't have so many girls skating. So we try
Oh.
to give a prize to all of them
Okay.
if possible.
Awesome.
So the only difference is by age for the male, and
Okay.
as I told you, there is no difference for the women.
Awesome.
Uh,
With
mm,
Velo pump also.
the Velo Pump is, as I told you, is a tournament. So we tried to we give a prize to the first three positions because the winner, the second, and the third,
Cool.
because there is a straight up elimination. So you can
Okay.
clearly know who's the first and the second in the final,
Okay.
and in the other final you can see the third position between the third and the fourth.
Nice. Awesome. Sir, if a non-binary person is applying for PUSHA, you know, uh, for through premium category, so will PUSHA race event organizer accept his or her or they them whatever pronoun they are using for the race?
Okay, we don't have any problem to if anybody wants to join the Pusha.
Okay.
Uh, of course, in this case, we can follow the official Olympics rules that
Cool.
just point the focus on the fact that in this case the rider must have health certificates
Oh.
that in this case the testosterone must be under certain limits,
Okay.
but is an official Olympic rule, so nothing new for an athlete. So just we decided to follow this rule because the Olympics, I think, is the biggest sportive organization. So we cannot make a false if we follow their directions.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
I understand. I understand.
that's the only case.
Okay. Cool. Cool. I understand. Sir, who designed the logo for PUSHA race?
I think Airone. I think because yes, the
Okay.
Pusha name was invented by a rider that lives here in Italy, and
Oh.
they, of course, is the Italian version of push.
Oh.
Uh, just for fun.
Oh. I understand.
But yeah, Airone was the graphic inventor of the logo.
Cool. Sir, can you name your team members of organizing the PUSHA race and Velopump race?
Yeah, the mainly I manage almost all the event alone for the part of the organization. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
in the race, I need some help, especially from, for example, from Mara, that
Mm-hmm.
um, mm, is the referent
Mm.
for the WISP skating association.
Mm-hmm.
WISP is the sportive association Italian that promotes skating for children and also for adults, and help us for the circuits for the race every year is from uh, from uh, from the first year in Piacenza. She's every year comes to help us,
Mm-hmm.
and she is fundamental, of course, during the during the race.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, as I mentioned before, Francesco Airone is one of the um, um, one of my friends that help me on the organization, especially in the website part. And every year we have some riders or just family friends of riders joining the race that help me on the track. So every year they change maybe.
Volunteers. Awesome. I
Yeah,
understand.
volunteer. Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. Sir, tell us about how did you arrive at the PUSHA race? Like, how did you invent PUSHA race?
Yeah, as I told you, my friend Francesco invented it for the first edition, and he wanted to organize an event like the other events that were starting grow in, especially in USA, but also some little event in Europe,
Mm-hmm.
especially in France, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and he wanted to make something similar for the Italian community,
Mm-hmm.
because of course, maybe if for an Italian riders it's easier to join a race in Italy instead of going outside of Italy to join a faraway uh, circuit somewhere.
Mm. That's a
So
noble thought. Mm.
yeah, yeah, but of course, we decided to make just one event during the year because we want to focus on quality
Mm.
of what we prepare also for the riders, because we know that every riders maybe comes from very far.
Mm. Mm.
So I prefer to make one single event, but very uh, with a very good quality for all the riders,
Mm-hmm.
uh, instead of mix more events that are not so remembered for as events.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And congratulations on the sixth edition of PUSHA race,
Yeah, thank you,
successfully conducted
thank
the
you.
sixth time. That's awesome. Sir, tell us about how did you organize or bring these many organizations together? One you already said, WISPA, and Comitato Piacenza, Comitato Regionale, and ER, Regionale ER, and Skate IDSA. How did you bring all these organizations together for to conduct Pusha race?
Yeah, WISP. I was in no, yeah, well, I was in contact with the WISP by Mara, as I told you before,
Mm-hmm.
because they also manage the circuits in Piacenza.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, if you wanted to make an event there
Mm-hmm.
with their help, of course they you must plan something with them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and IDSA is of course the global point of reference
Mm-hmm.
for all the skaters.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have an event with their sanctioning, of course, riders are more involved to join, and also knows that we must follow some rules to get the sanctioning. And as I told you before, we organize a quality event, also following these rules. Also
Okay.
because we follow these rules.
Okay.
For example, the timing, the closing circuits, the safety, procedures. So, the helmet. All these rules are in their websites.
Mm-hmm.
So we when we started to plan the Pusha, we started to think about all these rules to follow.
Cool. Do you have to pay for WISPA or Comitato Piacenza or Skate IDSA to conduct this race?
We just have to subscribe as participants with a card.
Mm-hmm.
Every riders included in the subscription receive a WISPA card
Mm-hmm.
that allows the riders to participate to all the events during the years that are under WISP management,
Mm-hmm.
because they make a lot of events also in different part of Italy. Of course, maybe a rider coming from outside of Italy is not really interested, but of course, in this card is included insurance for the event. So
Oh,
uh, we have a kind of a healthy insurance during the events.
Cool.
Also, we have the ambulance on the circuit. So we 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 pay for this card, but of course we are something coming back.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks for sharing those information. Sir, tell us about say I'm a newcomer and I'm an international candidate who is willing to participate in PUSHA race. So, what does the travel route have to take in Italy?
Yeah, the travel route is quite easy because you must to take a plane to Milano.
Okay.
You can choose Linate or Malpensa.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you must take a train to Piacenza, which is 1 hour by train.
Okay.
And after that, the circuit is very close to the center of the city, so you then it's not really necessary to get other trains or taxis or cars.
Mm-hmm.
So just when you are in the center of Piacenza, you just skating, you can get to the circuits. Yeah.
Cool.
In fact, for example, last year we have some riders that arrived at the circuits by skating in the center of the yeah from the center of the city.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Like 20 minutes skating, so nothing special.
Awesome.
Uh, we choose also Piacenza racetrack because it was quite easy to get it from outside of Italy. So the this kind of choose was not casual, was not
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
was
Okay.
specifically chosen also for the riders coming from outside of Italy.
Okay, I understand. Thank you. Thank you. So there is a fee for a membership fee or subscription fee for Skate IDSA, yearly $30 or something like that. So is it
Yeah.
must for an international participant to be member of UISPA to participate in Pusha race?
Every riders can be or cannot be affiliated with IDSA,
Hmm.
but of course, to join the race, you must be under WISP, as I told you before.
Oh, okay. It's a must.
Yeah, but because when you pay for the premium ticket,
Oh,
it's already included. Okay,
oh, okay.
so you
So
don't
you're
have
making
to
it easy for
anything
the.
else. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
The ticket, yeah, for the card, the price is like €7.
Ah,
So included in the 25 euros of subscription, there is
okay.
€7 for this card.
Ah,
So the the uh, the the price is already included with the WISP.
ah,
But of course, if you can be or cannot be member of IDSA. It's
okay.
not is your choose.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, so in fact, we have some riders that are under IDSA and some other riders that are not
Okay.
joining the. So
Awesome.
if you are under IDSA, you get points.
Ah, I was going to ask
After
that.
it, you get points
Ah.
for the total list
Mm-hmm.
of the riders at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
year.
Mm. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. That covered actually few of our question and doubts. So you have made my job easier here. I'm skipping few
Yeah.
questions straight away. Thank you. Thank you. Sir, is medical certificate a must for international participant or a local participant to participate in Pusha race?
Yeah, because it's an Italian rule.
Mm.
Because it's the race is considered as sportive events.
Mm.
So also for our responsibility
Mm.
is better to know that every participant is in good health Of course, because if not, there will be a lot of big problems for the organizers, Uh, and especially in Italy, we have some rules to follow to organize a sportive event. So one of them is for example, the ambulance, or any way you must uh, follow these rules to make the event as safe as possible for all participants.
Okay. Okay.
So the health certificate, I understand that can be something boring to get, but it's just an insurance for us that everything is will be done with in a correct way.
Okay. So it's okay that I bring a medical certificate from my home country. That'll be
Yeah, sure.
accepted. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In the rules is written that your local doctor, that every time you get ill for any kind of illness, you contact, you can call him and just make his signature to the certificate that you can download from the website, and that's all. That's all we need. We just
Awesome.
need that your doctor that knows you can tell us that you are fine with you don't have any cardiac problem, for example,
Oh, yes.
chronic disease so bad that you cannot really are allowed to skate, uh, because of course it will be a danger also for you, for also for other riders.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
That's all.
Okay.
I think that every rider has a family doctor. Some
Yes,
doctor that
yes,
knows
yes.
your family. That's it. That's it. He has just to sign the document. That's all.
Cool. Sir, if my doctor in my hometown or in my country says that I cannot wear a helmet due to certain illness, will PUSHA race organizers accept that?
Unfortunately, not, because this
Okay.
is a major rules, and without that rules, we cannot have the IDSA sanctioning. So, unfortunately, not. It's not possible.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Sir, how did you find Piagenza race track for PUSHA?
I searched on Google
Okay.
a lot of cycling tracks and racing tracks
Uh,
all around Italy.
uh,
And as I told you before, I was looking for a place easily to reach, also for other people coming from outside of Italy.
oh,
And
yes.
Piacenza was quite close to Milan, so I can go there to see and try the the, the asphalt and the circuits before the race, as we have done before the first edition in Piacenza. Of course, that was the longest racetrack, cycling track in the north part, in that part of Italy. Also because we have just 3 or 4 circuits longer than Piacenza in Italy, so it's quite difficult also to find a place that is longer than 1 kilometer.
Okay.
Piacenza is like almost 700 meters.
Okay.
So it is not very short, but it's not so long. But for an half marathon or a marathon, it's okay. It's
Yeah, I
okay.
understand. I understand. Awesome. Sir, how many minimum participant have to pay the premium fee so that you can afford the Piagenza racetrack for the weekend, for Saturday and Sunday?
It's like 15, 20 participants
Okay.
near.
So it's most
Yeah,
affordable racetrack then for the
yeah,
weekend. Okay.
yeah.
The racetrack for Miami Ultra Skate, you know, NASCAR
Yeah, yeah.
racetrack. They charge you $8,500 for the weekend.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know. We are lucky because WISP help us with the rent of the track.
mm,
But of course, I know that bigger racetrack are very more expensive.
I
So,
understand.
but we just ask 25 euros, and we have never um, asked more in this year than
All the
25
six
euros.
races.
Yeah, from the first year that we are in Piacenza, the price has been always 25 euros for each rider.
That is an
From
incredible achievement, actually. You haven't increased the fee. That is awesome.
Yeah, yeah, the price was always 25. So also this year we are we will try also to give also some more gadgets, and maybe I hope a t-shirt
Oh,
include uh,
merchandise.
included uh, included in the 25 euros of ticket.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Is a pizza included? Just kidding.
Yeah, actually, we are planning to make a kind of a dinner after the race with all
Oh,
the participants,
that's cool.
and we will offer pizza and beer for everybody that wants to join the meeting after the race.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, we are planning also to make a big party after the race
That's
for all the
awesome. That's
participants
awesome.
on Saturday night. On Saturday night, yeah.
Oh, that's super cool. That's super cool, sir. Sir, what is the expectation from a racer who is coming to push a race? So, what should I bring, or what else do you expect?
Yeah, I think that every racer maybe has more or less experience in races.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, just we I think that the circuits and the services for the riders at the push are quite complete. I mean, you can find water, dressing rooms, services,
Oh,
parking. Also for this year's also dinner after the race. I hope. So I mean, every riders of course has different necessities, but the circuit is closed. Is every stadium or every track has structures for the athletes. So we are quite comfortable with everything. We have water. Uh, we of course we offer all these services to the racers.
basic
Uh,
necessities,
yeah.
restroom, uh, dressing room, etc.
Also in front of the racetrack there is a hotel,
Oh,
really in the front. So when you get out of the hotel, you are in front of the track. So everybody that's come from far away is can find a place to stay there. Also, you can, if you have a van, you can stay in the parking during the night. You
oh,
cannot put a tent
okay.
outside of the track, but if you have a van, you can stay there.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, thank you. That was really helpful information, actually. Thank you. I was going to ask all those things, but you clarified
Yeah,
everything. Thank you, thank you.
yeah,
Sir, how did you arrive at the idea of velo pump race? It's so fun, actually, even to think about.
yeah. I was the idea was mine because the first time that I saw the circuits has, if you Google the racetrack, you can clearly see the velopump, the velodrome inside
Hmm,
the
hmm,
the track.
hmm.
When I was was there, I look at the concrete. It was totally perfect. Really,
Awesome.
the smoothest concrete ever seen.
Mm.
And so I don't know why I started to think about how to use it for the racer, because the marathon was funny, but if you put also a contest in the schedule, is
Mm-hmm.
even better. So I don't know why I started to think about, and finally I I think that a contest with the only rules of pumping as fast as you can was
Yes.
the, the way to skate that part of the velodrome.
That was awesome, actually. I really love the idea. A
Yeah, yeah.
knockoff race or like elimination
It's
race.
super
That's
funny,
awesome.
really, really super funny, really.
Super fun. Yeah, yeah. Sir, is a contestant who is coming to the Pusha race or Velopump race are allowed to use their cameras or drones to film their race activity?
Yeah, you're allowed to film it. Yeah, you can also use a drone if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, uh, you must be careful to manage the drone. Is that in the safest way possible? But
Okay.
you can use it, and you can film it. Everything you can make pictures. There is uh, no problem on. Also because in the rules is clearly written that you can be filmed, or uh, someone can make pictures of you during the race. So
That's awesome.
you already have accepted it.
That's cool. That's cool. Thank you. Thank you. Sir, I forgot to ask this question before. When you are hiring or renting Agents or racetrack for the weekend, they will clean the track and keep it ready for you, or like you got to bring your volunteers and clean it before and after the race?
Before the race, the racetrack is clean.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
After the race, you must clean it. If you want, you can do it by yourself with the volunteers.
Okay.
If not, you must pay someone to clean it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
That's all.
Thank you. Sir, who are all the sponsors of Pusha Race and Velopump Race? It's there on the website, but just for the audience who is going to watch this video or listen to this as a podcast, you know.
Yeah. The sponsor this year, we from some years we have sponsor, especially for the raffle,
Mm-hmm.
the the charity raffle,
Okay.
because the sponsor give us gear or decks or longboards or everything they have, uh, and we put them in the raffle.
Mm-hmm.
So the participants of the race on the race at the race can, if they want, take some tickets of the raffle, and if they win the sponsor gears.
Okay.
In this way, we collect some money, and we donate this money to the Save the Children
That's nice.
association.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. In the last 2 years, we collect like one 1,000 euros
Awesome.
in total.
Awesome.
In
Awesome.
total, I hope that this year will be uh, a good year for the donation. But anyway, yeah,
I also wish.
for this for this year, we have sponsors like G-Bomb, already confirmed.
Mm.
G-Bomb, Arbor longboards. We have Pantheon longboards.
Mm-hmm.
We have Algal boards, that
Mm-hmm.
is an Italian brand.
Mm-hmm.
We have Mountain Chops
Mm-hmm.
brand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh, a Bossa and Bossa boards.
Okay. MK longboards?
Who?
Melanin Cock.
I'm trying to contact her, but maybe in these days it's quite busy. But
Okay,
maybe yes. Last year she was there, and
okay,
she was as a sponsor. But maybe yes, maybe yes.
okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Has any sponsors that you have mentioned right now have come up to you and said like, we will pay the rent for the Piacenza racetrack for the weekend, you know, and you don't have to collect a premium fee or like collect a less fee to the charity or something like that. Have any sponsorship come forward like that to you?
Right now, not. But I mean, I also never asked money for the organization of the race, because I prefer collect money for the donations instead of for the race, because
Nice.
we can manage the expenses for the organization of the PUSHA by ourselves,
That's awesome.
and everything that we collect more than the our necessity will be donated. So I don't think that I think that the sponsor are more for them it's easier to send us gears or decks instead of money, I think.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So noble. Thank you. Thank you. Sir, do you collect feedbacks from the participant of Pusha race after each race?
I think that every racer, maybe you can ask them also. uh, every racer is had fun every time that joins the Pusha, because some riders came more than 1 hour, one time to the race, even 2 or 3 times also. And if they do this, I think that they have fun and they are happy to join the race. So uh, I on Facebook you can see some review of the Pusha events, the official Facebook page, and we get like 5 stars. But of course, I'm really interested in their satisfaction
Okay.
after the race.
Cool, cool. Sir, how did you choose May month for the race? As in, like, this season would be good for racing, you know, doing Pusha race.
We choose May because is normally was a couple of months before the ultra skate. So maybe some riders that want to join both races can do it, because you can rest for after the push and prepare for the 24 hours. Even if this year the ultra skate in Netherlands is not right now, it's cancelled right now. But in normal condition, yeah, maybe we choose May because we think that is a quite amount quite free of events. So we don't want to make opposition to other events. For example, in September there are some race in Germany, some race in also in October in
Oh,
France.
that's very
So
thoughtful.
yeah, in May we don't have other races in Europe, at least, and May it's quite good for temperature.
Ah,
So even if we are not so lucky about temperature, because last year we had like 40 degrees,
oh,
and the and the year
Celsius.
before the rain.
Is it
Yeah,
Fahrenheit or Celsius?
last year we must anticipate the race by 3 hours, because the heat was too much.
Oh, okay.
And yes, we skated in the early morning, because the in the afternoon we had like 40 degrees.
Oh
So
boy. Yeah, okay.
also this year we chose the night edition, because in this case we won't have any problem, because by night after half past 8 p.m. the temperature will be way more comfortable for everybody.
Awesome, awesome. So you mentioned it is 40 degrees Celsius, right? Uh,
Celsius.
Thank you, thank you.
Celsius.
I didn't notice. Thank you. So, do you
Yeah.
have any plans to expand this Pusha race to a 24-hour ultra skate or a 12-hour ultra skate?
Not right now because I think that to organize an event like 24 hours events, you must choose the right place
Yes.
and the right circuit with some characteristics, some features.
Mm-hmm.
For example, the Dutch ultra skate is perfect because there are trees on the track, so even if the sun you can skate quite comfortable anyway during all the day. And also the length of the circuits. As I told you before, we don't have so many long tracks in Italy. Right now is I want to think the Pusha as a marathon, a simply marathon, not a 24 hours, because it will be also a very um, a big work
It's
to
a
plan
responsibility. I
organize
understand.
like, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
and that's all. That's why I will keep the marathon as it is and develop as it is.
Thank you, sir. One last question, as in like last year I made a mistake. Like I did not find the English tab to Italian tab, and I made an entire video in Italian, and you kindly forgive me about that thing, and you encourage the video as well, and you help me comment about all those things. So, do you have any important changes to the website this year?
We have, of course, you know, uh, mm, put all the news for this year in the website about the history of the Porsche and the next plans. For example, the fact that, of course, it will be by night in 2 days. Of course, we have also put everything in the Facebook page and
That's
in the
awesome. That's
website.
awesome.
But the website I think is quite complete
Yes,
because there
yes.
are information you can find almost everything you need in the website in every part, also in English. So it's quite complete. So we just have to every year put some good news somewhere, and after that the work is done.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Sir, I got to really appreciate for the website thing, like if I have to organize a race, all I have to do is come to your website and check, and I can completely learn how I have to conduct a race. It's so detailed, actually. So I
Thank you.
really got to appreciate the organizers for that. And sir, one last question: do you like to live telecast Pusha race or Velo Pump race in the future?
Yeah, maybe this year, maybe we can plan something. Yeah, maybe we have some live videos during the last
Yes,
edition.
yes, yes.
Also the year before. So I know that the social part is quite important for the writers that don't reach Piacenza. But anyway, yeah, we will surely put some videos during the live or immediately after about the race and the develop up.
Thank you, sir. Sir, Mellon and Kake, Lena Meringdahl from Mellon and Kake or MK Longboards wanted to convey that you are a very kind person and very friendly person she has raised with and everything. And I'll also convey to her about the sponsorship and everything. So I just want to convey that what she said to me. So
Oh,
that
thank you.
thank you. And yeah. So kind of you, sir. Thanks for your complete patience, taking your time to answer each and every question in detail, even though your website has all the information, because this will be useful for the audience to know, like, how who we are going to be, interacting with during the race for international participants. There are many people who are watching this probably, and they would want to participate in the future. So I'm so overwhelmed by the way you kind of spoke to us. I'm so happy. And totally out of syllabus question. I like focaccia bread, and I've learned about paella or pañaya. What do you say? How do you say that? Uh, the rice
Paella,
paella, huh?
paella, but it's Spanish paella. Paella
Oh,
is Spanish. The
paella. Yeah.
focaccia is good Italian, but the paella is Spanish.
Oh, okay. Is there any vegetarian version of paella?
What?
Vegetarian, full vegetable paella available?
I don't know, but there is some little shrimps inside the paella.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
so yeah, some little fish or something like this.
oh,
But
okay.
yeah, it's a Spanish dish anyway.
Okay, sure. I made this interview completely about Pusha race. So, in the future, if you have any time, I want to talk about or make an interview about Mr. Andrea Coppoluto sometime. So, you have to help me with
Okay,
that. Uh,
okay, no problem. No problem.
Thank you so much. I guess we have come to the end of our session. You've been very kind. If you have any message that you want to convey to the distance skating community, please go ahead. The stage is yours.
I first thank you for the time you spent for this interview, and I hope that riders that follows you and can see this interview are even more interested to join the Pusha, and maybe for the first time, or or if they already know what happens in Piacenza, to come again and to stay 2 days all together and to skate together. That's because I think that the best part of the this kind of events is just to make friends, skate together, and have fun. So I think that the Piacenza, of course, maybe is not so close for some of you, but uh, I think that the trip deserves these efforts.
Cool, sir. Thank you so much. Nandri, this is the way we say thank you in our language.
Okay,
Awesome, sir. Thanks. It was wonderful talking to you, and it was pleasure having you in this interview series. Thank you.
thank you again. So uh, I say hello to all the riders that follows you, and really can't wait to meet you and the others at Piacenza.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.